a kinetic stretch from a straddle, a seated straddle position. So you want to take your legs pretty much as wide as you can and just point your toes up towards the sky. Now, there's various different versions of this depending on how easy or hard you want to make it. So level 1 is kind of arms down here or arms down by your side. Level 2 is arms out here, and then your more advanced version is arms up here. Okay, so we're just going to go for kind of level 2 today. And what we're going to do is a kinetic stretch is a stretch under tension, so more like an isometric contraction. So you're going to pull yourself down into the stretch and then push yourself back up to the top. So when we think about on the way down, pulling ourselves down into the stretch, you want to try and imagine that you're trying to pull your feet kind of in this direction, away from the floor. So as I'm coming down, you want to make sure that you've got a nice straight back all the way through the movement. So if you come to a certain position and it feels like it's gone around, that's where you stop and then you come all the way back up. Now, if it's too hard and you feel like you're not getting much with wide legs, just bring them in a little bit closer. So we're going to take our arms out and just have tension throughout the whole body. So we're going to squeeze, toes up. Now I'm going to, as I start to edge my way down, I'm trying to pull my feet kind of off the floor towards me in this direction. Nothing's going to happen, it's just that feeling of trying to pull this leg up towards my body. Okay, it's as if I'm trying to kind of close the gap here and pull one into the other. Okay, so I'm going to pull myself down nice and slow. You want to think a good 4, 5 or 6 count down, as far down as you can come, and then I instantly change to driving my heels or my legs down into the floor, push the floor away to come all the way back up. So I'm pulling myself down into the stretch, and then as soon as I change to start to come back up again, I'm driving my legs down into the floor to come all the way back up to the top. So you want to think you're trying to make 2 leg shape holes into the floor really hard all the way back up to the top. These do get a little bit easier to understand the more you practice. You might not feel much when you first start doing them, but the more you practice, the easier they become. So starting from the top, arms out, nice straight back, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to pull myself down into the stretch as hard as I can, trying to pull my legs off the floor. And then as soon as I want to come all the way back up, I'm going to drive those legs down into the floor really, really hard, all the way up to the top where I can relax. So I tend to do 4 to 6 of those, trying to go as hard as I can. I think a good 8 out of 10 in terms of effort.